Okay, so here we have the smokestack drawing, and I'm going to go into my Onshape. Well, maybe I'll go into my Onshape. Here we go. And the first thing I need to do is I need to start a new drawing. So I hit Create Drawing. And I get this list, and the one that I'm looking for is the ANSI A inch. Remember, if you don't have this list, you can just click on Show Onshape Drawing Templates, and this will pop up. And I'll say OK. All right, so this begins the drawing of the smokestack, and right on here is the word stack. So this is the insert tool. I'm going to click on that where it says Part 1. I'm going to select again, and I'm going to bring the stack out and put it onto my piece of paper. And then I'm going to go up above, and I'll put the top view on, and then I'll come back down here with the projection tool still running, and I will do the isometric drawing up here. Now, notice what I didn't do yet was, whoopsie, come on, where are you? There we go. I didn't do this section view. And the section view is, if you remember, we did that with the train body. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Again, you go up to your view tools, and I have to look for this because mine's in a different spot right now. Give me a second. Oh, here it is. I'll find it now. There it is. There's the word section view. It's in your top menus there, or toolbars. And we've got vertical, horizontal, and angular. We want vertical for this one. And you can come out here and you can click on the midpoint. I'll show you. You can click on the midpoint of that line, or that one, or the bottom one, or the very top one. Doesn't matter, just so long as you get the midpoint of it. And then I'm going to pull it out to the right. Zoom out a little, and I'll just place that right there. Okay. So now to put on this big note dimension here, it looks really super stupid hard, but it's not. It's really simple. I was really pleased when I found this tool today. Let's see. So it is in dimensioning. Is that right? Nope, it's not there. Gosh darn it. Oh, I know where it is. It's underneath this one. It's underneath this one that says ordinate dimensioning. It's called hole callout. And on your toolbar, it's going to look like a diameter symbol with an arrow pointing down on it. And you click on that. And what I'm going to do is I'll just zoom in so we can all see this a little easier, is I'm just going to click on one of the pieces of the callout. So that line right there. And look at this. There is that dimension call out right there. Now, one of the things that I want on all your drawings is for the decimal places to be 2. And I'll show you, whoops, back here on this, you'll notice that this node is 3, and then the dimensions are 2. When we change the monkey wrench thing on Onshape, this is all going to change to 2, which is okay. So I go to the little monkey wrench, where I have the word precision here, and it's 0.123. I'm going to change that to 0.12. Then I'll close the monkey wrench. And you can see that that note changed. Now, if doing this didn't work for you, it was perhaps because you didn't use the hole tool when you made your stack. So to get that note to appear nice and easy like that, you have to use the hole tool. All right, now let's do the diameter symbols that are on this dimension. And I won't do this one down here, but you'll have to do it. But I'll show you how to do these things with this top dimension. So I start the regular dimensioning tool, and I'm going to go to that joint right there where those two lines meet, click, and I'm going to bring this up. And right now you can see that it just says 0.125, but we need the diameter symbol in front of the 1. Well, that's why this little box up here is on the drawing, the one that's right above the 0.125 and to the right of it. That's a modifier, and I just put my cursor on there and it changed it. So I'm going to come into this toolbox, I guess that's the best way to call it, and I'm going to highlight inside of the box that's to the left of the 0.125, and I'm going to insert the symbol for diameter. And then I click away, and there it is. So don't forget, you're going to have to do this yourself. Now, another thing that you're going to need to do, because I will circle this, is you'll notice that section BB, and it says scale of 1 to 1, is off and to the right, and it's not down here. The dimension would go through it down here, and that's no good. So we're going to move this, and I just simply click on it and hold, and then I can move it. And then the best thing to do here is to use text, a note. So I'm going to click, I'll put this in here, and this is the word scale. Now, you got to turn on your caps lock. In engineering, scale of 1 to 1. In engineering, and I don't know why this is, things like this, all text on drawings is going to be uppercase. Okay, and I will change that, or I'll circle that if you don't have all uppercase. Okay. By the way, how I changed this from scale, and then it was like this, was I just got a hold of this little grip box, I call them, and I pulled it to the right, and that put it all on one line. All right. Let's see, what else do we have to do here? Oh, the angle. This angle, this 15-degree angle, gives students a little bit of trouble every so once in a while. So I'm just going to start the regular dimensioning tool, and I'm going to click on that angled line up there, and then on the vertical one down here, and that gives me the ability to put this dimension on here, and no modifier is needed. All right, that can move down a little bit. You can move this down. Whoops, maybe not. Well, whatever. We'll leave it right there. Oh, it did move down. The internet's a little laggy. There we go. What you don't want it to do is you don't want it to cross this letter A. So let's see. Oh, you also want to make sure that you go down here into your box, and that you double click on one of these three lines, and that you change this to the name of the part. Make sure you name all your parts on your drawings, okay? So this is model, train, stack, and green check mark. Your name will already show up in there, so I'll know whose drawing it is, but make sure that you do label it completely. All right, so let's see. There are three more dimensions that you need to put on here. These three over here, but you guys can handle that. So that's all I can think of for this one. All right, now, is there any questions about that right now? No? In good shape? Okay. We're going to go down here to the Cowcatcher. And there's a couple of unique things on here. The first thing is this has what's called a detail view. And the detail view is this guy right here on the back. And the detail view actually, what it does is it makes an enlargement. That's what this is up here, of the stuff that's inside of this circle. Now, this detail view has a problem because this letter A is up here. It should be outside down here. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's start this drawing up and put in the front view, and we'll put in the right hand view and the top view and the isometric first, and then we'll work on the back and the this detail view. Okay, so boom, here we go. So I'm going to hit the plus sign, create a new drawing. I've got my ANSI A inch thing up there. I'm going to hit OK. All right, and now this is the Cowcatcher, and I'm going to bring this out, and I'm going to put this on my screen, and I'm going to let the internet catch up, and I'm going to take a look at the preview. And the preview shows me those 3 pins in the back. And I do want a view with the 3 pins in the back, but I don't want it to be my front view. So to change that, I go up here where it says view orientation, and I know it says the word front right now. It's about the way I drew this thing. I'm going to just click on that, and I'm going to change that to back. And I don't know if yours is going to come in right or wrong or whichever way, but you might need to just change the view. Okay, so I'm going to put that down there. Then I'm going to go up with my projected view, and then I'm going to come over to the right with my projected view here. And I got to do one more, I forgot. Coming from here, I'm going to do my isometric up in the corner. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to move things over because it gets a little busy in here. And this, by the way, is the reason you want to project from your front view and not just keep putting views in. Notice how these things are all moving according to that front view. So if you change the height of the view or something like that, it keeps it in line. All right, now we're going to do this view right here. This is the back. Now, I can't project from the front this view over here. I have to use the right side view to project the back view over. So I'll go back to here and we'll zoom in a little bit here so we can see it easier. And I'm going to use my project view tool. I'm going to click on that right side drawing. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to just click right there. And that puts that back view onto my drawing. Next thing, after I get that done, is to put this detail view on here. So I'm going to go to my view tool. This is the detail view right down here. Yours is probably in the toolbar across, or maybe not. Anyways, it's looks like a circle with the letter A, and then it's got like a staircase in it. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up the dialog box up here. And here's what it wants. It wants you to pick the center of the detail view. So I'm going to put my cursor on this pin, and the little cross appeared in the middle for the center. And I'm just going to click, and I'll bring this out so you can see it a little bit. And I didn't stop here. I went out past the point, but not much. And when I do that, it instantly pops the double sides view onto my pointer, and I can just bring it up here and drop it. So that gives me my detail view. I've got one more thing that I want to cover on here with you, and that is in this upper left-hand corner, we have this dimension right here, and it has a note after it. And I want to make sure you know how to do that little note. By the way, that TYP right there, what does that stand for? It's typical. So that means that this dimension here is the same on this side. What's the problem with this TYP though? Any ideas? Zach, you got any ideas? Either Zach? What did I tell you about engineering drawings? What's the universal thing about them? Uppercase lettering. Did I not tell you guys that? Okay. All lettering, all typing on uppercase stuff is supposed to be, or on engineering drawings should be uppercase. So this should be uppercase here. So should this note down here. Don't forget to try and make that uppercase. All right. So I'm going to show you how to add TYP to this dimension right here. So I'm going to go here. I'm just going to move this over so that I got a little more room to work with, a little more real estate. And I'm going to use my regular dimensioning tool. And I'll just click on that line. I'm going to bring that out and click. Now this is a modified thing, so I'm going to click on that little modifier, and I'm going to come down here into this long box, and I'm going to type TYP, and I'll select out here, and it went to 2 lines. It must default to doing that for some reason. Let's see. I want to pull this out first here. So that's good. That's good enough. Okay. So I got it outside. It was all jumbled up in there and unreadable. So I got that out of there. All right. Let's see. Oh, last thing. I forgot about this. See this letter A? I'm going to click on that and hold it, and I'm just going to move it outside. It should be outside of the posts. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop